Okay, so the BCF, we've got our 5-gallon 20-litre buckets. I've got some old pallets I've broken down and I'm burning them off. You can see the one on the left there, how far the paint's burnt down, and the one on the right is slowly getting there. We're only going to be using one of these, finishing off one of these tomorrow, and in this video. So this is thanks to Beercan Fischer in the UDS group. So he come up with this design and this concept, and I'm just going to record a video on how to build them. So the reason we're burning these ones off, as you can see on the left there, you can see a flammable liquid sticker burning off. So this had I think it was an acetone in there. Used an acrylic of some sort, used for sealing pavers. So we're just burning that off to ensure that there's nothing to contaminate our food, and give this a really good burn and make sure everything melts away. Alright, so when we come back in the next video, I will show you how we're going to drill the holes and put the grate in. So I will be back once this is finished burning off. Alright, so welcome back. We've done the burn off. You can see the drum is looking fairly well seasoned and burnt in there. So that's a pre-burn we've done. So now what I want to talk about is the air holes. So Larry, the inventor of the BCF, Larry Firebucket in the UDS group, I'm sure you've probably all heard of him. So this is my mark. So this is 4 inches, and then I've marked roughly every 3 to 4 inches around to give me a nice even spread. So that's my minimum height there. I don't want all my holes in that are above. So I'm going to drill 1 inch hole. So what I've gone and done is 4.5 inch from the bottom. I've got and made a punch just there, you can see, and that's where I'm going to drill my 1 inch hole. So that's a 1/2 inch above my mark. So I'll get a 1 inch hole there. So that means my hole will be above my mark. So that gives me my 4 inch ash pan, and then everything above here will be for my burning charcoal. So I'm going to go and drill a couple of these holes just to show you, and then we'll come back and I'll finish this off. Okay, so here we are. We have the holes all drilled. They're not perfectly tidy. All I've done is drilled them out with my step drill bits, and then put that block of wood inside and give them a beating with a hammer just to neaten them up. So that's all I'm going to do with those. Then I've got, you can see down there how I've got the 4 inch, and then this will sit just above it, just there like so. I'll probably do it this way, like so, and then I could put some hole and drill bolts through there, 3 bolts just to hold it in place, and that'll be it. And we'll be ready to cook on this very soon. Alright, in the next video I'll be drilling the holes for the grate, and we'll be ready to cook. So here's my finished BCF, my Larry Beercan Fischer UDS Firebucket engine, as he would like to call it. I've got some, I think it's pecan, or if you're in America, pecan, in there, and about 4 kilos of charcoal in there at the moment. So I reckon I could hold safely around 5 kilos, which is pretty cool. Anyway, just a quick run through. So we've got a 4 inch riser at the bottom, in the bottom of the bucket. That's called the ash pan. So as the ash burns, it falls through the grate that's just above them, and then it allows it to fall through and not clog up these air holes. These are for the air vents. You can see this bolt shows where my grate is sitting, just above those holes. And then I've burnt this bucket out twice to make sure there's no residual, because it wasn't a new bucket, it was a used chemical bucket. So there we go, that's fully burnt. I'm going to put this into my UDS right now. So that just drops in straight down the bottom. Over here, this is my hook, so I don't need to reach very far. So that'll allow me to, as I fold that over, if I want to, I could just use that to pick it up, as you can see there, when I want to take it out while it's hot. So that's in there, ready to go. Over here, I've got my chimney with a few coals slowly getting white, so they're almost ready to go in. I will just be dumping them on top, and we'll see what sort of temperatures we can get out of this and see what sort of burn time. I'm hoping to get around 20 hours out of this, 18 hours, because tomorrow I'm going to cook. I'm going to throw some beef back ribs on here in a minute, and then tomorrow I'm going to put in a bowler blade, which is part of the shoulder clod, and to give that a good long slow smoke. So we'll see how we go. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks to Larry for his tips and for sharing his builds. Hi everybody, so this is the Minion Method in my UDS. If you don't know what a UDS is, it's basically a 44-gallon drum that has level for grates in there, so you drop your heat in the bottom and then you cook your meat on the top. I'll show you that in another video, but what I want to show you was the Minion Method. So what the Minion Method is you got your charcoal all there. I've got a lump of peach wood, I think it is here. It's either peach or apple, I can't remember. It's left over from my last cook, which I think was chicken wings. But anyway, I've got my lump charcoal in my 20-litre bucket, which I use for a Firebucket, and you can see I've heated my charcoal here, some charcoal. Check my other video on doing that on a side burner, but I've got that glowing white. So all we need to do is we just pour our charcoal out, and what will happen is that charcoal on top will heat the charcoal underneath, and then gradually as it all touches and joins, the whole lot will start to burn down, and slowly it'll burn down, and that'll give me, with this charcoal, probably give me about 12 to 15 hours worth of cook time, which I don't need for, I'm going to be cooking some lamb, throwing some lamb on here, so I won't need that. I only need about 5 hours. But we're going to get this into my UDS, so I'll just grab that. And that's in there now, and then all I've got to do is get my Weber lid on there, open the top, so open the bottom to let air in the bottom. So I've got air coming in the bottom, and I've got the exhaust just starting to get a nice blue, clean blue smoke. I've also got a third one on the bottom back here, which I open and unscrew, which is purely just for when bringing it up to temperature. So today I'm cooking hot fast because I'm only cooking a small lamb, so I'm going to wait until my temperature gauge gets up to around 300 Fahrenheit, which is about 150 degrees Celsius. So then when that's all up to temperature, I'll start closing these valves down just to get it to hold steady, and once it's holding steady, then I'll be able to put my lamb on there. Anyway, that's the Minion Method, and that's my UDS. So thanks for watching, and I'll see if I can get some more videos when we get the lamb in there.